Hey guys, it's Googly again with another ROM review, and this time I've got the FreedomOS CE edition version 3.1 for the OnePlus 3, so stay tuned for that. So guys, the FreedomOS ROM, if you don't know what it is, well, you're pretty new to OnePlus scene. FreedomOS is one of the first custom ROMs available for the OnePlus 3, and it is an amazing ROM. I had it as a daily driver in the initial days when dash charging and the camera quality was better, decidedly much better on the OxygenOS space than on the CyanogenMod or Lineage space at the time. So I was really glad about this one working. So that's one thing. Let's get started now. First of all, this is based on the Open Beta 27, and yes, that is Oreo, and you get all the Oreo features with that. Works out really well. Here is a launcher, which is the OnePlus launcher, which does work out really well. It does have a few additions which I really like. You can see the swipe down icon pack can also be customized. That's pretty nice. Also, home screen layout can be customized, and there is a preview of whatever is happening. Works out really well. I really like this one. OxygenOS launcher or OnePlus launcher is a really good basic launcher if you just need to get stuff done, but this being FreedomOS, it does come with a few extra stuff. It also comes with the Pixel launcher, which works. It is the newer Pixel launcher, so that also works really cool. Let's get to the settings now. First of all, in the settings menu, so in the about phone page, you can see it is OnePlus 3. It is a A3003. This is FreedomOS CE stand for Community Edition 3.1. All the information is there, and you can see this Android 8.0.0. It is on the October security patches, which is the latest patch available with the OxygenOS ROM, so that's pretty cool. Kernel version is this one, build number is this, and that is pretty much it in the about phone page. This is an OxygenOS based ROM. It's open beta, so it's gonna have a little bit of edge here and there, which needs to be smoothed out. It is for the most part same thing which you have ever seen, and for the most part it is the exact same features. It does have alert slider customization, it does have button customization, which I really like. Home button, recent button and back button can be customized for long press and double tap, which does work out really well. Gestures are available. You can have 3-finger screenshot. Also, you do have the long expanded screenshot stuff, which does work out really well. It just works really well. I really like it. Also, status bar options are available where you can customize battery style, battery percentage can be enabled or disabled, network traffic indicator, time can be customized, and also whatever appears in the status bar can also be customized, which is amazing. Font options are available for Roboto and OnePlus Lite if you do want to customize that. In the display options, you do have a theme option, and I'm using the default one. You do have a light theme which changes everything and also changes the status bar to white rather than the dark one which was available with the other one, so that also is available. Also, accent color can be customized with all of these options. Font size and display size can be customized. Ambient display is available, and I still think ambient display on the OnePlus OxygenOS ROM open beta is still better than the other Oreo implementation in the Lineage or Oreo ROMs for the OnePlus 3. I really like this. Lift up display is amazing. I really like that because most of the time my phone is on the table, and I really like whenever I lift up my phone and I see all the notifications. It does work out really well. Pulse notification light, screensaver, all of that is working. In the advanced option, you do have pocket mode enable or disable. If you are having issues with pocket mode, which I don't really think you should, you can disable that is available. Also, user experience, you can enable or disable. Gamer mode can also be enabled, which is another feature which was introduced in OnePlus 5, I believe, but it is also available in this one. It should work out really well. Also, in the developer option, you do have option to disable DOS mode. If you are having issues with notifications, you can disable that. Should work out. I didn't really have any issues except for WhatsApp and other GCM enabled tasks which shows up a little late. That is still an issue with OnePlus ROMs, but I've started to live with that, so that's just available. And that much is it about the ROM in the basic format. Now, being a FreedomOS ROM is more about having a debloated experience. You can customize the aroma installer, which is available, is customizable. You can customize what all stuff you want or you don't need. You can do that. Works out really well. You can customize what all G apps you need, what all inbuilt applications you need, and that is about it. It also includes SuperSU or Magis. I couldn't get Magisk working on this one, so that is still not working as of now. SuperSU is working correctly. I have been using Titanium backup, no issues with that. It also has OnePlus launcher, as I've already said. It does have multiple launchers. It does have Google DNS if you do want that. Also Wi-Fi broad spectrum enabler, that's also available. These are stuff which is available. You can check out the link in the description to the forum, and you can check out what all stuff is available, and that should work out really well. So yeah, that is the features which is available in this ROM then. As you might have noticed, or as you already know, OxygenOS is not the most feature-rich ROM, but it still provides a little bit more features than the stock AOSP experience, and I really do appreciate that. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 for features. Now the battery life. When I tested the experience OS ROM, it was the best. It was one of the best battery life giving ROMs I have tested on Oreo. Now this version, I'm not really sure if it's FreedomOS's fault or the new update, which is Open Beta 27's fault. I have been hearing a lot of people having a worse battery life than previously, and I am experiencing that thing too. I got an active drain of about 14 to 16%, which is on the higher side, and also idle drain about 1.4 to 1.6%. Not the ideal battery life which I wanted, but not a big deal either. It's noticeably worse than Open Beta 26. Not really sure if I should let it settle, but I've used it for about 2 days. So yeah, battery life, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 because, well, it's not the greatest. Now the performance of the ROM. The performance of the ROM is great, as you would expect out of a OnePlus ROM. I got an average of about 147,629, which is commendable, but being a OnePlus ROM, I can probably guess that it does have some sort of benchmark failure, but then again, that is what all applications do. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for performance. Now the stability, and I have to say the stability is top notch. I never had such a stable Oreo ROM. It should be pretty clear now, but it's open beta. That may be there may be some areas where the stability is not as good, but I have not yet discovered that. But for the most part, it's a very stable ROM. It just works. I didn't have any issues with any applications which is installed by me, which I use personally. That's just how it is. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for stability. Now the camera. The camera is the OnePlus camera application which with it comes. It's a great camera. It works out really well. I don't really care too much about this camera, which is the OxygenOS camera. I have installed the Gcam mod, and that is working perfectly well. I didn't really have any issues with that. That is pretty much it. But I was using application called Cam Scanner recently. I have a lot of documents to scan. I do use that on all my devices. I have been using that for quite some time. I actually noticed today that camera performance on stock ROM is amazing. It's a very different experience. Now whenever I take photos with Cam Scanner or other third-party applications on a custom ROM like Resurrect and Remix, which I was using previously, there are a few things. There are a few out of focus areas, and the edge detection is different. There is different amount of lights and all that. And I had to send a few documents in that. I also resend a few documents, and I was using this ROM. I took photographs with this camera in the same scenario, same lighting conditions, same place, and well, guess what? Those photos came out much better than the photos which I took with other ROM. And I have to say, OxygenOS camera is still better than custom ROM camera. So yeah, that's just how it is. That's just how it has been. Maybe the HAL signature or maybe the coding is different, but that is what I am able to see. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 for camera. Now in the aesthetics department, it does support themes on its own. There are a few themes available which should work out really well. Substradium support is not a huge factor. There are Substradium themes available, but I have not tried it out because I don't really think it is going to work out really well. OxygenOS has always given me problems whenever I try to use Substradium themes. I'm not going to try it. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 for aesthetics. Now the overall experience. This is an OxygenOS ROM, and by that I mean OxygenOS ROM has always been a very good experience. There are a few features which I really miss from other custom ROMs, so I will be going back to other custom ROMs in a short while whenever I'm done using this. But there are situations when I would not mind using this ROM as my daily driver because this is super stable, camera is top notch, performance is great. the features and stability are okay. The stability is great, the features are okay, I can live with them. So I don't really mind using this, and I had a fun time using this with this time. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 for overall experience. Now let me show you guys the boot animation, which is a little different in the FreedomOS devices rather than the OxygenOS devices, but I'll let you see that. So here is the boot animation, and at first glance this doesn't seem any different from the normal OxygenOS which you normally use, but as you can see, that is a little bit different. That is a FreedomOS, and it should work. So guys, I guess that much is it about the ROM then. I have to say I am very impressed with this ROM. I guess the battery life is mainly due to the new update. There might be a few issues. Every time there is an update, many people have a worse battery life than what they were having previously. That's just how it is. I'm not going to put too much thought into it, but for the most part everything works. I really like this ROM, and if you want to have Oreo and if you want to experience Oreo in its full glory, autofill works. I have used autofill and that is amazing. Whenever you're setting up your device, that's just great. I really like it. And this stuff works, and I really do like that. The final score is going to be 6.8814372, and that is a very ambiguous score. I'm gonna give it a 6.9, which is a great score, and I really do like that. It's probably the highest score which an Oreo ROM has gotten yet. And yeah, that should be it. I guess that much is it about the ROM then. Hope you guys liked the video. Please subscribe and like the video if you found it useful. See you guys next time. Bye.